What is e-rupee and how does it work? E-rupee is a cashless and contactless digital payments medium which will be delivered to mobile phones of beneficiaries in form of an SMS string or a QR code. Taking the first step towards having a digital currency in the country, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch an electronic voucher based digital payment system, e-rupee Monday. The platform, which has been developed by National Payments Corporation of India (NPCI), Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and the National Health Authority, will be a person specific and purpose specific payment system. How will e-rupee work? E-rupee is a cashless and contactless digital payments medium which will be delivered to mobile phones of beneficiaries in form of an SMS string or a QR code. This will essentially be like a prepaid gift voucher that will be redeemable at specific accepting centers without any credit or debit card, a mobile app or internet banking. E-rupee will connect the sponsors of the services with the beneficiaries and service providers in a digital manner without any physical interface. How will these vouchers be issued? The system has been built by NPCI on its UPI platform and has onboarded banks that will be issuing entities. Any corporates or government agencies will have to approach the partners bank, which are both private and public sector lenders, with details of specific persons and the purpose for which payments have to be made. The beneficiaries will be identified using their mobile number, and a voucher allocated by a bank to the service provider in the name of a given person would only be delivered to that person. What are the use cases of e-rupee? According to the government, e-rupee is expected to ensure a leak-proof delivery of welfare services. It can also be used for delivering services under schemes meant for providing drugs and nutritional support under mother and child welfare schemes, TB eradication programs, drugs and diagnostics under schemes like Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, fertilizer subsidies, etc. The government also said that even the private sector can leverage these digital vouchers as part of the Employee Welfare and Corporate Social Responsibility Program. What is the significance of e-rupee and how is it different than a digital currency? The government is already working on developing a central bank digital currency, and the launch of e-rupee could potentially highlight the gaps in digital payments infrastructure that will be necessary for success of the future digital currency. In effect, e-rupee is still backed by the existing Indian rupee as the underlying asset, and specificity of its purpose makes it different to a virtual currency and puts it closer to a voucher-based payment system. Also, the ubiquitousness of e-rupee in the future will depend on the end use cases. What are the plans for a central bank digital currency (CBDC)? The Reserve Bank of India had recently said that it has been working towards a phased implementation strategy for central bank currency or CBDC digital currencies issued by central bank that generally take on a digital form of the nation's existing fiat currency such as the rupee. Speaking at a webinar on July 23, RBI Deputy Governor T. Ravi Shankar said CBDCs are desirable not just for the benefits they create in payment system but also might be necessary to protect the general public in an environment of volatile private VCs. While in the past RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das has flagged concerns over cryptocurrencies, there seems to be a change of mood now in favor of CBDCs on Main Street. Although CBDCs are conceptually similar to currency notes, the introduction of CBDC would involve changes to the enabling legal framework since the current provisions are primarily synchronized for currency in paper form. Does India have an appetite for digital currency? According to the RBI, there are at least four reasons why digital currencies are expected to do well in India. One, there is increasing penetration of digital payments in the country that exist alongside sustained interest in cash usage, especially for small value transactions. 2. India's high currency to GDP ratio, according to the RBI, holds out another benefit of CBDCs. 3. The spread of private virtual currencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum may be yet another reason why CBDCs become important from the point of view of central bank. As Christine Lagarde, president of ECB, has mentioned in the BIS annual report, central banks have a duty to safeguard people's trust in our money. Central banks must complement their domestic efforts with close cooperation to guide the exploration of central bank digital currency to identify reliable principles and encourage innovation. 4. CBDCs might also cushion the general public in an environment of volatile private VCs. Are there global examples of a voucher-based welfare system? In the US, there is the system of education vouchers or school vouchers, which is a certificate of government funding for students selected for state-funded education to create a targeted delivery system. These are essential subsidies given directly to parents of students for the specific purpose of educating their children. In addition to the US, the school voucher system has been used in several other countries such as Colombia, Chile, Sweden, Hong Kong, etc. Thank you.